So hey you all, welcome to my channel and I hope you guys are doing good. It's been so long and I've just been thinking about doing something a little shimmery for you and I wanted to create that wet looking skin effect and let's see how to do that today. I'm going to start with the Sigma Cor De Rosa eyeshadow palette. So we're just going to start off with the shade Apricot, which is like a warm brown and it has a lot of yellowness to it. It's the perfect transition if you're doing a warm look. Applying that right above the outer corner and then I'm going to pick up a brown eyeshadow and apply that all into the crease. I'm not doing something which is very detailed and I don't want like a sharper and a lot of depth in the look. I just want like a wash of color and I want that entire area to have a little bit of warmth in it. So that's why I'm going to go with a bigger brush and do this. Next, I'm going to pick up this shade, which is the star of this entire look. So this is like the perfect champagne tone shimmer. It does not have any base pigment to it. So it's just like sparkle on the lid and it shows the color which is underneath, which is most likely my skin and a little bit of brown eyeshadow. So I'm just going to pat this across the entire lid with a flat brush. You can do the step with your fingers to it, which is work absolutely perfect. And this is the perfect shade for giving you that wet glossy look without having that greasiness on the eye. You guys know what I'm referring to, right? So this is just going to give you that beautiful amount of sheen and shine. It's just beautiful and it just looks wet on the entire lid. I'm going to apply a little bit of that into the crease also because I don't want a distinct cut like I've put an eyeshadow on. I want it to just look wet and I want the light to just hit my eyes in every single angle possible. So just slowly patting and putting maximum color on the lid. And when the brush is almost empty, I'm just going to take that slightly into the outer corner as well as the crease. That way it looks very blended and everything looks very cohesive and it's just like mashed up together. Quickly, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the same brown eyeshadow along the lower lash line. This is going to help you to balance by having some depth in the eyes because the entire lid is sparkly and very light toned. So I'm just going to do that and blend that out very softly. We want a very, very, very well blended look today. Nothing too smoky and nothing too glam, just like nice and warm. Now I'm just going to go ahead with a proper eyeliner and we're going to use a gel eyeliner today. And I'm going to use that with an angle liner brush. You can do this with any detail liner brush too. That will also work perfectly well. If you're someone who's struggling to find the perfect winged eyeliner brushes, especially I understand how it is in the drugstore market, not a lot of them are very sharp. Just go ahead and buy any art brush which is having 000 as the size. That'll just do the work for you. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm starting the liner from the outer corner. This eyeliner is such a good one, the Recode ones. They're so intense and so dark and pigmented. I'm just going to start applying that in the outer corner and then I'm going to slowly connect that to the inner corner by making very small thin strokes. As you can see, I have a hooded eye, so I can't do very thick eyeliners. Hence, I keep it more thicker in the outer corner and I keep it less thicker towards the inner and the middle part of it. Now, I'm slowly going to start winging it outwards at the same angle, which is looking like as if it's the continuation of my lower lash line. So first start winging it out and once you've got a sharp outer tip, start by making that into a triangle till the inner part of the eye. That way it looks like a connected wing and it's also going to be a lot more sharper. Now cleaning the brush on my hand is going to make the tip sharp and I'm going to extend that because I want it to be super sharp and super thin in the outer end. And then we're going to clean with a little bit of concealer in case we make mistakes, which is something I always do. So repeating the same thing on the other eye, I'm going to start from the inner area. That way you can see how this is also done. Just make sure that you're keeping it very thin if you're starting from the inner corner and you're picking very less product in the first shot itself. Every time you're in doubt, just squeeze the brush on the back of your hand. That way it becomes flat and sharp. Anyways, it has a liquid, so it would tend to stick together. And then you can go ahead and start continuing your wing. Now I'm just going to make the outer corner extended and I'm extending. Now I'm just going to make the outer corner thicker and I'm extending the wing all along and I'm making sure the tip is going to be really sharp. So deep breaths, stop and look into your mirror and continue. That way you can always keep checking the angle and the amount of thickness like the other eye because we want both of them to look the same. Now we're going to go ahead and extend that slowly, small feather-like strokes. It's a lot more easier when you do it with your eye half open. That way the angle will be perfect. And now I'm just going to slowly start working on the inner wing too. Start by extending that along the same line and the same angle from what it is coming from above and then connect that towards the lower lash line. ensure that you're picking very less product, because if you mess this up, it's very hard to clean. So create small strokes and you'll be able to do it perfectly. So the hardest step is done, and now we're going to jump into mascara. Just do about 2 to 3 coats of mascara, because with a beautiful eyeliner, mascara is the perfect one to add it. It's just a game changer. Just gives you more lift and it gives you that elongated effect. If you want more drama, we're going to use the Swiss Beauty's eyelashes. These are super easy to use and you can get multiple uses out of these two. These are very beginner friendly too, and they're very lightweight also. Perfect for the wedding season. I think you guys should give this one a try. So applying the lashes, and this is the final look. It's just like a very beautiful champagne-y glam look. I think it's perfect for day looks. It's perfect if you want something which is not too dark and you also want that glam and glitz, but without it looking like you have lights on your eyes. You know, it's just looking like it's just sinking into your skin, because the color is like that. The color which you're choosing to do your shimmer should be a perfect match to your skin. And if you achieve finding that perfect shade, it's gonna just make you look like you have wet lids. So this is how you can create this, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, bye bye.